I'm ignoring my child's problem behavior and it's not getting better. What should I do? Just a reminder, we don't want to provide a blanket response to all problem behavior. All problem behavior does not get ignored. Similarly to how you go to the doctor because you don't feel good, let's say you have a headache, for example, doctor does not give everybody that has a headache the same medicine. He has to analyze it and see why it's happening. If you went to the doctor because you had pain in your arm, the doctor doesn't give everybody that has pain in their arm the same treatment. He has to look at it. He might have to do an x-ray and then determine the treatment. Maybe there's nothing wrong with it. Maybe you need physical therapy. Maybe you need a cast because something's broken. We don't treat all arm pain and all headaches the same. And similarly, we don't treat all problem behavior the same. We have to look at problem behavior as why it's happening. And the way that we do that is to look at what happened right before the problem behavior occurred, the antecedent, what was the trigger, and what happened right after the problem behavior occurred. What did you do? How did you respond? That information is going to give us information on why is this happening, why does it keep happening, and why is it not getting better. The types of behavior that we should ignore are behaviors that are inconsequential and have no effect on us whatsoever. The more age-typical behaviors. Here's an example. If you tell your child it's time to get dressed and they say, "I know, you told me already," no need to respond to that. It would serve no purpose and it wouldn't make anything better. And in fact, it would just draw more attention to the problem behavior. However, when I say ignore that behavior, I don't mean ignore the fact that they have to get dressed. If they start doing something else, they still need to get dressed. But when I say ignore, I mean there's no need to acknowledge or comment on the way that they just spoke to you. On the other hand, if your child comes up to you because it's time to get dressed and they say, "I don't want to wear that," that does require you to do something on your end. And since we don't want to reinforce whining, what I would do in that situation is say, you can say, "Can I have a different outfit?" Have your child echo you, "Can I have a different outfit?" And that's the response that gets reinforced, not the whine. So if you're unsure of why is this happening, why does my child keep engaging in this behavior, I would take a little bit of data for a few days to see what the pattern is. What happened right before the behavior occurred? Did you tell them they couldn't do something or have something? Did you ask them to stop doing something that was fun and do something that might not be as fun? And you want to look at what did they do? Did they cry, whine, hit, spit, bite, yell? We want to look at what happened right after that occurred. How did you respond? Did you make them continue doing the thing you asked them to do? Did you redirect them and tell them to go do something else? Did you remove them from the area they were in? Did you make them ask for something appropriately? Did you explain something to them after or attempt to reason with them? So I would just take a look at what happened right before, what was the trigger, what happened, and then what happened right after. And after a few days, once you begin to see a little bit of a pattern, it's going to help you get a little more insight as to, okay, this is what the trigger is, and now we have to treat it. Instead of just saying, "I'm going to ignore all problem behavior." And my Practical Parenting No Fluff Just Results course takes you through this in a step-by-step process. It will introduce you to what is behavior, why is it happening, what can we do beforehand so it doesn't even get to this point. But if it does get to this point, how do we analyze why it's happening and come up with an effective replacement behavior or an effective response? What it's also going to do is help you no longer use only reactive strategies when your child engages in problem behavior, no longer giving the same blanket response to all problem behavior, which is why it might not be getting better. It might stop in the moment, but it continues to happen every day. Comment ready and I will send you more information.